The following is a Richey on Sports production.
Everybody needs a helping hand now and then, and for the next 30 minutes, we'll serve up a dose of Saints offseason and LSU baseball postseason. Familiar names in unfamiliar positions for the Saints. We'll hear from Will Smith about the changes to the defense. And what's the situation at running back? We'll get the latest. On the diamond, it's Omaha bound for LSU. One-on-one interviews from the key players moments after they punched their ticket to the College World Series.
This is something we'll never forget. This is why we came back here.
And it's why we're doing this show. Purple, black, and gold. LSU baseball postseason, Saints off-season. From every corner of the planet, they converge on the most famous street there is. And on the 600 block of Bourbon, you'll find Spirits on Bourbon, the place that everybody's talking about. The subject of a national TV show one week, the host of a regional sports show the next. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to the Purple, Black, and Gold. I'm Eric Richey, along with former Saints quarterback John Forcade. John, the place looks a little different than when we were here last year.
Well, Bourbon Street's always different year to year, but this is definitely a different scenario this time around. It's got a lot more ambiance here, a lot more fans in the background, too, from all over the United States back here.
The road to Omaha with LSU is the second half of our show, but we kick it off with the Saints. And as we found out from day one of the Rob Ryan era, versatility will be a key to fitting into the Saints' new 3-4 scheme. Case in point, longtime defensive end Will Smith spending some time at outside linebacker. How has that gone, Will?
Me playing a different position, it's just, it's a challenge for me. I look forward to it. It's exciting. I'm doing something different, but essentially I'm still doing the same thing that I've always done, which is primarily rush the passes. So it just puts me in different situations to make more plays, and I'm excited about it. If you watched the games last year, I dropped back a bunch of times and had to cover tight ends and a couple receivers. So it's not something that I'm not familiar with, but I just haven't done it on a consistent basis. So, I did it earlier when I first got here with the New Orleans Saints about 9 years ago with Hazlitt. I don't think it'll be that difficult. I played in space before, so it's not a problem to me.
Will Smith playing linebacker. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. 285 pounds, Will Smith at linebacker. If he's going to play linebacker, he's got to be around 250. If he's going to be an outside rush guy in a linebacker position, he needs to be quicker and faster than he used to be. I still believe this is just something to get him on the field, but he's going to truly be a defensive end in the NFL, not a linebacker.
At running back, one thing we know for sure is Chris Ivory won't be carrying the ball. He was sent to the Jets on a draft day trade, but outside of that, still 4 quality ball carriers in the crowded backfield. Pierre Thomas and Darren Sproles, they've been taking the majority of the snaps with the ones. Mark Ingram, he's lining up with the second team, with Travaris Cadet going with the third unit during minicamp. Coach Payton sums it up this way.
It's predominantly a veteran group, aside from a couple of players. So I think those guys obviously understand our system. They understand the protections and all of the things that go into, being versatile at that position. So I think they're in good shape and they're healthy. And that's been encouraging.
Say you take something apart. As you take it apart, you figuring out which each piece go, how each piece run and how it works. That's what you have to do, with the run game. You got to take every piece apart and you got to get at each guy and you help them get better. And that's the way your run game gets better.
With all these running backs in the backfield, Saints can't go wrong. Different situations for different players. They're all good at what they do. It's just a matter of getting them on the football field. So if the Saints go this season as well as they have in the past with the passing game, they're going to definitely need their running game. Inside running, outside running. I love what they got right now with all these running backs.
It's time for us to take our first break. When we return, what happens when bitter rivals become teammates? We'll find out from a pair of Kennys as we roll on from Spirits on Bourbon, 615 Bourbon Street, where you can conveniently just walk right on up and get one of their famous drinks like the Resurrection to go. We'll be right back. The Purple, Black, and Gold is brought to you by Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, MyHealthInsuranceLady.com, The Swamp Room, and Spirits on Bourbon. At Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, we understand that tires are one of the most critical components for any vehicle. We have a wide selection of tires to fit your automotive needs with a complete line of Goodyear, Dunlop, and Kelly brands. Roussel Tire and Car Care Center is also a full-service automotive repair shop with an ASE certified master technician providing the best car care service in the area. When your car, truck, or SUV needs maintenance, bring it to us and get the job done right the first time. Our friendly staff looks forward to meeting you at Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, 421 Belterre Boulevard in LaPlace. In the heart of the French Quarter, the recently renovated Spirits on Bourbon, as seen on Spike TV, is your must-see destination on Bourbon Street, with nightly entertainment featuring our dueling piano show. Sing along and have a great time. Spirits on Bourbon, with our world-famous signature drink, the Resurrection, served in our souvenir blinking skull mug with tons of booze and a jalapeno for extra kick. Or try the Barber beer. It's not a beer, it's a delicious mixed drink with whipped cream vodka, root beer schnapps, cream soda, and topped with whipped cream. Or if you dare, pay homage to our resident ghost, Edward Dubois, and have a shot in his barber chair. Come hungry. Our great food is served 24 hours a day, Thursday through Monday. Shrimp beignets, shrimp po' boys, and the best gumbo in the French Quarter. And for souvenirs, visit our website at spiritsonbourbon.com. Spirits on Bourbon, 615 Bourbon Street.
At MyHealthInsuranceLady.com, we offer online quotes for Blue Cross, Humana, and Coventry, just to name a few.
That's My Health Insurance Lady.
We offer you expert advice on choosing a plan that's right for you and your family.
That's My Health Insurance Lady.
So go to MyHealthInsuranceLady.com for your health insurance needs.
That's My Health Insurance Lady.
MyHealthInsuranceLady.com.
That place is completely flattened, so there's obviously a lot that people can do to go back and help just cleaning up all the debris that's everywhere and just helping the families, kind of gather themselves and bringing all the materials that they need to help rebuild. So, it's like you said, it's enough to bring you to tears. And while I was there, it was one of those things I kind of had to take a step back and walk away a few times. So it still is kind of hard for me to think about and talk about, but I'm happy that everybody's okay.
From Spirits on Bourbon, welcome back to Purple, Black, and Gold. I'm Eric Richey, alongside the 1982 Senior Bowl MVP, John Forcade out of Ole Miss. John, last week on this very show, you told us you were headed to Oklahoma to help out the tornado victims. How did that trip go?
Well, Eric, overall, it went well. We had 3 trailers, a couple flats, but it still went well. The fans and the people up there were grateful for us. And when I say fans, they love the fact that we were from New Orleans. There were some Saints fans up there. It was a thrill to see these people's eyes. It was almost a crying moment when we sat there and watched this area that was hit. It was so, it's hard to say because you had to see the pictures, and we will show you some photos eventually. I enjoyed going up there. Guess what, folks? I'm going back again this week for my second trip with 2 more trailers full to bring these fans up there and these people up there some good reliefs.
Well, it's a nice move, and we certainly are, for all of us down here in the New Orleans area, appreciative of you going up and representing the Big Easy in Oklahoma. As far as on the football field, when you're in college, you could have a bitter rival, and then when you get to professional football, suddenly is your teammate. Well, Paul Boron found out firsthand how that's transpiring for a couple of Kennys for the Saints.
In the NFL, it's not rare for college rivals to be teammates. On the Saints alone, you have Alabama and Auburn, Miami and Florida State. But these Saints rarely were on the same field for those rivalries. And it's even more rare that the rivals actually went against each other. But that's the case for New Orleans rookies Kenny Stills of Oklahoma and Kenny Vaccaro of Texas, who tangled in the Red River rivalry.
I don't think Kenny knows it, but he's my sophomore year. His freshman year, my sophomore, was the first touchdown that ever got scored on me. And he did it on it was my first time. I went into the slot. I was in the slot at nickel. Landry threw a perfect pass. Kenny kind of tipped one-handed, so I don't think he even knows this.
He doesn't know if you know. The first touchdown he gave up was to you.
And then that was the first touchdown I scored. So guess it was a big moment for both of us.
Now the two have put away the burnt orange and crimson and cream in favor of the black and gold. So how are these old rivals coexisting?
That's pretty much been the same. I mean, it's kind of weird because Kenny will talk to each other after practice, and he's like, have you been out there getting reps? I'm like, have you been out there getting reps? So it just hasn't really worked to where we've been against each other yet. So whenever I get a chance to see him out there, I always talk a little bit of trash. But Kenny and I are cool, and it's fun having, you know, a rival on your team just to go over there and talk trash to every once in a while.
I mean, we would talk trash, but at the same time, you respect good players. So, I mean, there'd be trash talking back and forth. As soon as the game's over, exchange numbers, talk on Twitter, meet up, chill. But I think it's funny. It's a big coincidence that now we're on the same team. We're actually close friends.
So the annual meeting at the Cotton Bowl is a distant memory, and now Stills and Vaccaro are teammates that will be friends for most of the year, except for the days surrounding the Red River rivalry in mid-October.
It's going to be pretty quiet for me. There's not much to be said for us. Our program always handles themselves. I think it's 3 or 4 in a row now. So I'll just let the team go out there and do the talking, and if we lose, then I'll keep my mouth shut even more.
When the Red River rivalry comes around this year, what is going to go on between the two of you?
I mean, there's going to be some trash talking, but we got to redeem ourselves. We got beat down for the last 2 years, and we'll be back. We'll be back up there.
How much does that hurt, losing that rivalry game? That's got to be the worst loss in your career, losing twice?
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be definitely up there with the worst. It's a big rivalry game, but I mean, the tides will turn, don't worry.
If Vaccaro and Stills want some advice on trash talking about their alma maters, they need to go no farther than the king of that in the Saints locker room, Roman Harper, who has plenty to chirp about when it comes to his Alabama Crimson Tide.
You're not on the field. Well, you are on the field, but you're not like really out there trying to kill each other. So nowadays you can go whatever you want. There is no button you can't push, and there's no line that can't be stepped over. So whatever's on your mind, you just got to say it. And at least that's what I live by. And, you know, my team's the best, though, so I can do that.
Roll Tide versus War Eagle. Hook 'em Horns versus Boomer Sooner. They are rivalries that will last forever. But the animosity has cooled for these Saints teammates, but it's sure to be back in the fall, at least for a little while. In Metairie, Paul Boron for Purple, Black, and Gold.
John, well done today. We certainly wish you the best on take 2 on your trip to Oklahoma this week, and we'll see you back again next week on the Purple, Black, and Gold.
You got it. Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break. When the Purple, Black, and Gold returns, we turn our attention to LSU baseball. The Tigers are on the road to Omaha, and we're going right along. That story straight ahead as we roll on from Spirits on Bourbon, where the barber chair of Edward Dubois is the place they invite you if you dare. We're back after this. In the heart of the French Quarter, the recently renovated Spirits on Bourbon, as seen on Spike TV, is your must-see destination on Bourbon Street, with nightly entertainment featuring our dueling piano show. Sing along and have a great time. Spirits on Bourbon, with our world-famous signature drink, the Resurrection, served in our souvenir blinking skull mug with tons of booze and a jalapeno for extra kick. Or try the Barber Beer. It's not a beer, it's a delicious mixed drink with whipped cream vodka, root beer schnapps, cream soda, and topped with whipped cream. Or if you dare, pay homage to our resident ghost, Edward Dubois, and have a shot in his barber chair. Come hungry. Our great food is served 24 hours a day, Thursday through Monday. Shrimp beignets, shrimp po' boys, and the best gumbo in the French Quarter. And for souvenirs, visit our website at spiritsonbourbon.com. Spirits on Bourbon, 615 Bourbon Street. A victory lap to remember as LSU took the 360 around the box Saturday night after sweeping past Oklahoma in front of a record-setting crowd, earning the Tigers' first trip to Omaha since winning it all back in 2009. Now that sweep was no gimme, especially the way the Sooners ace, Jonathan Gray, the number 3 overall Major League Baseball draft selection, was pitching in that game. But in the 8th inning, on an 0-2 count, Jacoby Jones ripped a triple that started a rally that would last for 2 days. If you can put into words what it feels like to have this kind of performance in the Super Regionals.
I don't even know. I'm so excited, but it was great to help my team out like that in a big game that we needed, but I really have no words for it. It's great feeling and everything. So.
From the triple that you hit off Jonathan Gray in Game 1, the emotion that you put on display at third base, it carried over into Game 2, Jacoby.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a spark for us. I mean, Jonathan Gray was pitching great. He was shutting us down, and when I hit that triple, I mean, I was fired up, and the team after that got fired up, and we put a few runs on the board, and it carried over the day, and we was pumped up and amped up, and now we're going to Omaha, so I figured that's what it was for.
Put into words what these last few days have meant, the way you've gone the last 5 at-bats, also to get drafted, and now you're headed to Omaha.
It's a great honor to get drafted, but I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm just our goal was to get to Omaha, and that's why I came to college, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm about to do right now next weekend. And with my 5 at-bats, I feel good at the plate. My swing feels good, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can to put the ball in play and get on base for the team.
The mentality of you and this team now, Jacoby, to go to Omaha and to play on the national stage in the College World Series.
Oh, that's great. I mean, we're used to playing in front of big crowds, and this is Omaha's LSU's second home, so we haven't been there in 3 years since 2009. They won it, so we've been trying to get back there, and that's what we're doing now, so it feels great to get back.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
As good as Jonathan Gray was for Oklahoma, Austin Nola was even better for LSU. A complete game, 2-hit shutout, and again, look at the strikeout to walk ratio. One for the ages in this magical season for LSU. What does it feel like inside to realize you are Omaha bound, my friend?
Oh my gosh, it's a great experience right now. You know, we batted our butts off all weekend, and you know, our offense and defense was phenomenal. You know, looking at this game, our defense, I mean, our offense, we did not let up one bit. And, you know, we fed off the crowd, and they were unbelievable.
Tell me about your performance in Game 1, one for the ages, maybe one of the better LSU starts in school history.
You know, I knew it was going to be tough because going up against Jonathan Gray, 3rd overall pick, I knew it was going to be a pitcher's duel, and all the fans knew it, our team knew it, and you know, we weren't going to score 10 runs off the guy. You know, he's really good. He pounded the strike zone, and I don't think he got behind any hitters except like 1 or 2, and you know, I went all out. I couldn't let up, and our offense scored some runs behind me.
Realizing that you're going to be on the big stage now, what is the mentality as you go to Omaha, getting your next start at the College World Series?
Oh man, I haven't been there since 2009, watching my brother, but you know, I cannot wait to step foot on that mound and in front of all our fans over there, and a good environment.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Nola not eligible for the Major League Baseball draft, but Paul Maneri told me on Friday morning that maybe he'll be the number 3 overall pick next year. There's a look at the Tigers that were selected over a 3-day Major League Baseball draft. Ryan Eads was the first Tiger selected. And again, a pair of seniors, guys like Rafe Rhymes and Mason Katz. It was a weekend like no other. Chalk it up. You guys just punched your ticket.
Yeah, you know, this is something we'll never forget. You know, this is why we came back here. You know, playing in front of these great fans, get a chance to go to Omaha, and so we did tonight.
Mason, what's your feeling going to Omaha, realizing your senior year, you're going where you wanted to go?
Yeah, this, like Rafe said, this is why we came back. You know, it was pretty much a no-doubter when last year ended that this was it. You know, we had one goal in mind when we came here in the first place. That was to go to Omaha and win a national championship. And being seniors, we had the best support from the younger classmen. All they cared about was going to Omaha for us seniors. That's what they said every day. And, you know, it means so much to us to have teammates that we play with like that.
Both of you can put into words what it means to realize your dream to go to Omaha, but also get drafted in the last 48 hours.
I'd have to put it as probably, if not the best weekend, one of the best weekends of my entire life. You know, maybe next week will be the best one of my life.
Right.
Yeah, same thing. It's a dream come true. You know, you dream of playing professional baseball. You dream of going to Omaha. We get that in one weekend.
It's time for another break here on the Purple, Black, and Gold. When we return, the Eye of the Tiger focuses on Aaron Nola and his amazing 4-game complete game stretch during the regular season. We're at Spirits on Bourbon, where the kitchen stays open 24 hours a day, Thursday through Monday. Steaks, shrimp po' boys, or how about the shrimp beignets? That's right, they're awesome. We're back to wrap it up after this.
At myhealthinsurancelady.com, we offer online quotes for Blue Cross, Humana, and Coventry, just to name a few.
That's my health insurance lady.
We offer you expert advice on choosing a plan that's right for you and your family.
That's my health insurance lady.
So go to myhealthinsurancelady.com for your health insurance needs.
That's my health insurance lady.
myhealthinsurancelady.com. The Swamp Room on Veterans Boulevard in Metairie has everything you're looking for. The home of the Swamp Burger, juicy steaks, and a healthy portion of cheese fries. All part of a full-service grill that stays open late. Happy hour every day, 11 to 7, with a wide selection of 22 different beers on tap with hundreds of different bottles to choose from. Compete with your friends on pool tables, darts, golden tee, or try your luck on video poker. 17 flat screen high-def TVs to watch LSU, the Saints, NFL ticket, and the MLB package at the Swamp Room, 5216 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie. At Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, we understand that tires are one of the most critical components for any vehicle. We have a wide selection of tires to fit your automotive needs with a complete line of Goodyear, Dunlop, and Kelly brands. Roussel Tire and Car Care Center is also a full-service automotive repair shop with an ASE certified master technician providing the best car care service in the area. When your car, truck, or SUV needs maintenance, bring it to us and get the job done right the first time. Our friendly staff looks forward to meeting you at Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, 421 Belterre Boulevard in LaPlace.
You know, I'm just ready to get there. I'm ready to play. I mean, I'm ready to play right now, but I just try not to get too nervous. I mean, I just try to treat it like one game, like it's every game.
What a super regional for Mark Laird. The freshman goes 5 for 9, including a 3 for 4 performance in game 1, mostly off of Jonathan Gray. So first up for the Tigers at the College World Series is UCLA to take on a Bruins team who swept past what UCLA coach John Savage called the best team in the country in Cal State Fullerton. That on the heels of a 3-game sweep at Jackie Robinson Stadium in the regionals. The last time LSU played at UCLA, the Bruins won 6-3 back in the 2010 Los Angeles regional.
Remember, it was a great pitching matchup between Anthony Renato and Trevor Bauer. The next year, Trevor Bauer is the number 2 pick in the draft, so we knew we were up against a tough challenge there. And we gave up a couple of home runs early, or a couple runs early, and got ourselves into a hole. But then we started to get to Bauer, but it was a little bit too late. But, you know, John Savage is the coach there, and he's outstanding.
No surprise who gets the start for LSU in Game 1 against UCLA. Aaron Nola, the sophomore strike-throwing machine, ranks nationally with a 12-0 record, a glittering 1.68 ERA. He's 10th in the nation with 117 strikeouts and 9th in the country with the sparkling strikeout-to-walk ratio. That's where he shined the eye of the Tiger tonight on Aaron Nola and his amazing 4-game complete game stretch earlier this season. Eye of the Tiger is brought to you by Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, 421 Belterre Boulevard in LaPlace. It's becoming an all-too-familiar sight for opposing batters in the SEC. The conference leader in strikeouts is in a zone, the strike zone.
It's like a video game. Whatever you call, that's exactly where he's going to throw it. You want the fastball up and in, he's going to throw it there. You want the changeup down, he's going to throw it there.
During Aaron Nola's 4 consecutive complete games, he's thrown 31 strikeouts with just 3 walks.
Oh, you got to make quality pitches. You know, you can't just throw the ball for a strike.
Sometimes I have to be off the plate. He's so accurate. I have to get off the plate because he's throwing the ball exactly where my glove is.
Even before he threw pitch number 1 at LSU, Paul Maneri was referring to Aaron Nola as a strike-throwing machine. Late into his sophomore season, it's hard to believe, but he's still getting better.
A player as polished as him coming into college could continue to improve at the rate that he has improved. But he gets better, and it seems like he gets better every week.
Improved off-speed pitches along with physical maturation, part of the reason for Nola's success. The other, pitching coach Alan Dunn.
Oh, he's done so much. You know, just the mental part of it and getting me ready before every single start, and you know, and just showing me how to pitch, not just throwing, just pitching. You know. Pitching with conviction and all about having confidence in yourself.
The thing that you got to be able to do is you got to be able to repeat your delivery. You got to have body awareness when you get on that mound, and when there's 10,000 people in the stadium and that the game is doing this, you have to have the ability to slow the game down, and that's what Aaron is impeccable at doing that.
And if you're concerned about too many innings for such a young arm, don't be, says everyone, including Nola that we talked to. The reason? Pitch count.
His pitch count has not been extraordinary. Every outing's been 102 to 109 pitches. And when you spread those over 9 innings, it's less taxing than, say, if he had thrown 109 pitches over 7 innings, because that would have meant that he had to pitch out of some really tough jams.
After throwing those complete games, I know I can go out there and throw 9 innings. Before that, I was kind of, I'm going to get there soon. I want to get there soon because I was on my goals, but, I have confidence in myself that I can go out there and do it.
I never thought he could keep getting better from what he did the week before, but the kid never ceases to amaze me.
In the heart of the French Quarter, the recently renovated Spirits on Bourbon, as seen on Spike TV, is your must-see destination on Bourbon Street, with nightly entertainment featuring our dueling piano show. Sing along and have a great time. Spirits on Bourbon, with our world-famous signature drink, the Resurrection, served in our souvenir blinking skull mug with tons of booze and a jalapeno for extra kick. Or try the Barber beer. It's not a beer, it's a delicious mixed drink with whipped cream vodka, root beer schnapps, cream soda, and topped with whipped cream. Or if you dare, pay homage to our resident ghost, Edward Dubois, and have a shot in his barber chair. Come hungry. Our great food is served 24 hours a day, Thursday through Monday. Shrimp beignets, shrimp po' boys, and the best gumbo in the French Quarter. And for souvenirs, visit our website at spiritsonbourbon.com. Spirits on Bourbon, 615 Bourbon Street. At Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, we understand that tires are one of the most critical components for any vehicle. We have a wide selection of tires to fit your automotive needs with a complete line of Goodyear, Dunlop, and Kelly brands. Roussel Tire and Car Care Center is also a full-service automotive repair shop with an ASE certified master technician providing the best car care service in the area. When your car, truck, or SUV needs maintenance, bring it to us and get the job done right the first time. Our friendly staff looks forward to meeting you at Roussel Tire and Car Care Center, 421 Belterre Boulevard in LaPlace. Just about time to say goodbye on another edition of the Purple, Black, and Gold, but before we do so, we want to check out one of the owners here at Spirits on Bourbon, Steve Smith, who was just another guy when we did this show last year when the place was called Turtle Bay. But since then, Spike TV came in with their episode of Bar Rescue. Now people from all over the country want to stop in and say hi to Steve, say hi to Brad. So how about it, Steve? How has it gone since the episode hit on national TV? And tell me a little bit about that chair you're sitting on.
Yeah, well, first of all, me and Brad feel very fortunate to have had the opportunity to have Bar Rescue and John Taffner's team come in here and help us out. It's been a tremendous experience for us. It's boosted sales beyond our wildest dreams. We've met so many great people since the show aired. Really had no idea how many people watched the show. It's been unbelievable how many people have come in response to the show, just wanted to say hi, shake hands, take pictures, things like that. It's really been a tremendous experience. As far as the barber chair goes, John and his team did some research into the building. They found out that a long time ago there was a barber here. His name was Edward Dubois. He was a womanizer and a drunkard. Of course, here on Bourbon Street, that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. And he had a tragic death due to his many mistresses, I guess, had a hard time dealing with sharing Edward Dubois. So to pay homage to him and to keep him off our back, his ghost in the building, we keep the barber chair here for people to have shots in during the course of the night. It's a lot of fun.
Steve, continued success. We'll see you back here at Spirits on Bourbon in 2 weeks. But for now, that will do it for another episode of Purple, Black, and Gold. Half the show from Omaha next week as we hit the road with LSU at the College World Series. Now for John Forcade and all of the good folks here at Purple, Black, and Gold, I'm Eric Richey saying so long, everyone, and thanks for watching as we say goodnight from the Spirits on Bourbon.